Hello and welcome to another Lamvin webinar. It is 1:30 Eastern Standard Time, 10:30 on the left coast. Thanks for joining us today. I'm going to wait just another minute or so to see if we've got any late arriving attendees, and we'll get started in just a second. Thanks. Okay, let's get started. Hello and thanks for joining me today. I'm Douglas Shantz, the North America Sales Director for Lamvin, and we are pleased to provide this month's edition of a series of webinars that we do for our clients. Our topic for today will be an overview of our Sonic product offering and some specifics about the product, the variations we can produce for certain applications. We are going to be joined today by two special guests, Rick Farthing, who is our go-to internal project specialist who also oversees our CAD department and works hand in hand with our clients in custom design solutions, as well as Jose Lamas, who takes over, so to speak, when the customer starts the quoting and order process. He's also very well versed in making the proper adjustments and suggestions at that time to make sure we are creating the right solution for the project. We will spend the bulk of our time with them answering common questions. I will introduce them in just a minute, but if you have specific questions you'd like to ask, you can do so today and we will try and get to them. If we do not address them during the presentation, I'll send out a follow-up to all the attendees. And we want our future webinars to be interactive, so we appreciate you attending and participating, and of course, your interest in Lamvin. So let's get started. First of all, guys, are you there? Rick, Jose?
Yes, we're here. Thanks for having us.
Yep.
Greetings, and thanks again for joining us. Let's get started here. I'm going to quickly review applications and a list of options that the Sonic offering addresses. And as you can see, we have a number of ways that we can tweak Sonic to customize the product and make it ideal for every specification. We did a complete webinar on the custom product process not too long ago, but remember, Sonic and everything that we make at Lamvin is made to order. It's made to spec. So in essence, every order is what we call a custom project or a custom order. We put together a quick little video which helps tell the Sonic story. So please pay attention to this very quickly. Okay, so some basics on Sonic. While you're taking a look at this, I'll mention that we have attached our Lamvin lookbook which not only speaks to each product we offer, but also provides more details like the edge options that you just saw, as well as step-by-step process for specifying the product, as well as installation instructions and recommended fasteners that our contractors might use to make our product look great on the site. Rick and Jose will touch on the wheres and whys we might suggest a version of Sonic, but just to point out the tackable options and to also make sure we emphasize that we are also providing an environmentally friendly option of Sonic using formaldehyde-free panels, which is very important for Red List projects or LEED certificated projects. It's very popular out on the West Coast, and that's obviously becoming more of a factor as we go east. These are produced with a Red List free core and meet the very stringent California clean air emission standards. And we can, of course, use recycled, recyclable, or green fabrics and finishes on the panels, which may also contribute to LEED certification. A side note, on the website, which is currently under construction right now, we do have a list of vendors that we partner with to give a vast array of fabrics and appropriate polyester or other fabric options or vinyl wall coverings, even some veneers that are very well suited for our Sonic product offering and all of the products that we produce at Lamvin. Our ultra high impact version provides durability levels appropriate for high traffic areas or potential abuse areas like gymnasiums where balls are thrown against walls. We incorporate a copolymer added to the substrate to add protection. A moment on the basics. We have a full list of partners, as I mentioned, from a fabric standpoint, but from the simplest finish, from paint to perforated vinyl, or the veneers that I mentioned that we might get from Seal or one of our other partners, Sonic can go from casual to formal and suitable for every setting. Combination of great appearance, superior acoustical performance, and design flexibility makes Sonic wall panels the perfect solution for any interior reverberant noise problems. Sonic is the traditional acoustical panel offering, designing versatility. The variety of shaped edges and panels and the thicknesses allow you to design for desired appearances and acoustics. Radius panels are great and available to address columns and curved walls or some challenging design aspects. We encourage you to contact the team and let us collaborate with you. Especially areas like music rooms, theaters, studios, or auditoriums, we can suggest a mixture of fabric-wrapped panels or even pyramidal diffusers and non-wrapped pyramidal diffusers on the ceilings and walls. The shaped surfaces of barrels and diffusers break up direct sound reflections and disperse them more evenly throughout the listening space. Random disbursement of sound reflections greatly improves sound quality and consistency for the listener. That's why geometric diffusers are perfect for band and choral rehearsal rooms and performance spaces. The shaped surfaces of the diffusers break up direct sound reflections and disperse them evenly throughout the space. Today's expansive spaces with high ceilings and hard flooring are visually stunning. However, they oftentimes create deep acoustical problems. Echo and reverberation occur when sound waves bounce back and forth between hard surfaces. We can assist with suggestions on the proper product and spacing for these specialty areas and general spaces. Sound sucker panels are our industrial option. They can be available in stainless steel or powder coated to address sound for loud commercial or even high-tech design installations. Acoustic solutions using our soft tone option is perfect for a busy office space between walls, especially in between walls of hotel or conference rooms, to help create an atmosphere space it was intended for without creating or taking away from the architect's initial design or aesthetical vision. As I've said in previous webinars that I've done, if hotels paid more attention to prevent noises from going from room to room, we'd all have more enjoyable stays. So let's bring in our special guests. Rick and Jose, thanks again for joining us today. I just thought we'd ask you guys some very simple questions that we get asked very frequently. So let's start with this one. What's the largest panel size that we can make?
All right, so the largest panel sizes that we offer are 4 by 12 for standard sizes and 5 by 10 for oversized panels. So we do offer other sizes, but those are the largest panel sizes that we offer.
Excellent. Thanks, Jose. And then let's talk about shop drawings.
Yeah, we do provide shop drawings. We work with the customer as well as the installer to make sure that everybody's on the same page and are getting exactly what they're expecting. We offer everything from toilet paper to architect drawings as far as the quality of the drawings. And we work with you to achieve the understanding for installation.
Thank you, Rick. Let's talk about this one. This is a pretty common one. So when you take somebody sends us a floor plan of a room and they'll say, so how many panels do I need? How do we basically determine that?
Well, there's several factors we take into consideration. It's like how many occupants are going to be in that room and what's the room going to be used for. And we can judge the reverb and formulate how many square footage of panels are actually needed for, let's say, just an office for a solo employee to a conference room up to 10 to 15 people, all the way up to a multi-purpose room that could hold hundreds possibly. So in certain rooms will have other characteristics needed, like in a multi-purpose room or a gymnasium at a school, we'll need more of an impact face. And so we work with the customer to come up with exactly what is needed for each of the spaces.
Thanks, Rick. And we can also, it's important to point out that you can always add acoustics. Next. How flexible are we with custom designs or to do unique panel shapes?
Oh, we're very flexible. We always encourage the designer or the customer to, think outside the box, come up with whatever your need is and what you're going to be living with for the next, 10, 20 years. And because you're going to be looking at it every day. So make sure it's something that you're going to want, you're going to need, and we with the capabilities that we have in our manufacturing and CAD designs, we can do any shape and sizes and achieve their dream, their vision.
And as you know, Rick, working on custom projects is one of the coolest things that we do. And I always tell our clients, if you can dream it, we can probably make it and make it happen. So
Exactly.
Panel facers, let's talk about that for a minute. What kind of options do we have for those?
All right, so we do have different panel facers. We have white scrim and black scrim, which are normally used on fabrics that are either light or dark colored fabrics with an open weave or thin fabrics. We also offer the tackable face, which is a 8-inch panel or molded acoustic, and it's usually highly used in high traffic areas. We also offer the copolymer, which is more for gymnasiums or anything with a high impact where the panel is going to be highly abused.
Yep.
Daycare center.
About digital print for a minute. We do a lot in the way. What I like to do is stealing from Peter to give to Paul for artwork and providing an acoustical solution for restaurants, healthcare settings, and so forth. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, so for the best quality that we would recommend for digital prints would be a 300 dpi minimum, and that would be at full size. So it's better if you provide exactly the size of the panel that it's going to be, because if you provide a 300 dpi at a smaller size and then blow it up, the dpi actually reduces. Vector file also works great, like in Adobe Illustrator. You can also take pictures with your iPhone or even find some images on Shutterstock. That'll work as well.
Excellent. Thanks, Jose. Let's talk about mounting options. So what determines the best one to use?
It really depends on the application. For like ceiling panels, you're very limited on what you can use. We always recommend the Rotofast Snap-on or the Z-Rail and the Z-Clip system. And for the walls, you're a lot more flexibility, but it depends on if they're permanent or being able to be relocated. As a standard, we always recommend the Z-Clip and Velcro to be placed on all the wall panels so that they can be relocated if the company should move or relocating to a different office. Rotofast Snap-on also works with wall panels and ceiling. Adhesive and impaling clips is more common. It's the more economical way, but it is permanent. So once you glue them to the walls, yep, they're there. An old technique has also been the spline system, which, well, if you're still in the 80s and 90s, it's not really used that much, but we can accommodate for spline mounting on the panels as well.
Excellent. Thanks, Rick. Bottom line is that just about any subcontractor, wall covering contractor, or anyone that's working with a GC can install our products, and we work with them daily. Let's talk about this one. How do we get the best bang for our bucks?
All right. So for something like that, for starting off, I would say Guilford fabric. The 2100, the anchors are going to be the best fabrics for the price, and also utilizing the entire core. So the cores are 4x8, 4x10, 4x12. So utilizing the majority of the core with minimal waste would actually help with price. Because if there is a lot of waste, we're still going to charge it in there. So I would say utilizing the entire core would be the best bang for your buck.
And it should also be mentioned that we will always do our best to value engineer the products as much as possible to get it into the budget and to try and shave some dollars off for the client. So, Rick, Jose, thank you so much for joining us this month and being a part of this the webinar series. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Just to kind of wrap up, here's my contact information. If should you have any questions or we can help you in any way, please reach out to me. We also have sales reps around the country now that are happy to engage with our clients. Tune in next month as we have a kind of an interesting webinar series that we're partnering with Guilford Fabrics on to go over their clean fabric selections that they've recently introduced as another great option for our environmentally friendly panels and the products that we provide. I want to thank you again for joining us throughout the webinar series. We hope to have you join us again soon and continue to stay safe out there and have a great day.